What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XDC network today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are. At about 7.65 cents. I was looking at this thing, and I'm a bit confused, but I like it at the end of the day. I think that you are going to move up from here. Confused because whenever you break below the 382 or you wick below it like this, and then you find resistance on the 236 like this, oftentimes you do go below the 382. You'll go below, you'll find support at it, and then or resistance at it, and then you'll hit the golden ratio. But you didn't do that here. You had every opportunity to break through this 382, and then you finished off yesterday with a bullish engulfing candle. It wasn't crazy, right? 3.9% is definitely not a crazy move for XDC. You can definitely see, did I say XDC or XCN network? If I said XCN network, I'm sorry, guys. I got all these X cryptos. I think I said XDC, but XDC can definitely see more than a 4% day to the upside, right? Bouncing off of this 382 like this, again, it's not what I would have expected, but you had every opportunity to go below it, and you just didn't do it. If we look at the daily time frame on the RSI, you've got a double bottom on the RSI, which promotes a higher low, pairing that with the lower lows that you have on the daily time frame here, right? That's bullish divergence. Same thing on your stochastics here. Higher lows there, bullish divergence. Both of these oscillators are about to get into the band again, the neutral zone there. After today, it would likely be there, so that would very much indicate that you're at the low. And then you also have bullish divergence on your MACD, which is about to flip. It's about to cross green, man. So literally over the coming days, over the coming weeks, you're going to be moving up. I have no problem with that. I think your next target area is very obvious, right? The 236 here, right at about 10 cents, just below 10 cents, maybe even just above 10 cents. It's often very common to, whenever you do look to break through your 236, it's very common to not find resistance at it, but instead to get above it, even if it's just barely above it, which that's where this high is. So something around 10 cents, probably just above 10 cents or right around 10 cents would do it for me. Prior area of resistance here, support there, turbulence here, a little bit of turbulence there as well. If we go back in time, looking at this on a weekly basis, you found some resistance right there, a little bit below this line, but still in this area nonetheless. If I put a line right here at that 236, you can go back in time. Support there. It's not the most significant area, but you did find some wicks through this line, around this line. Definitely turbulent nonetheless. So I would expect getting above 10 cents psychologically and just from a price perspective would make a lot of sense to validate this as your low area and that you are moving higher. Beyond all of that, if you got to 10 cents, you'd be breaking out of this downtrend, right? And that would likely signal that you are going to be seeing higher prices than this in a matter of no time at all. I think from a high to a low, if we measure that there and project out from where you're going to go, I would expect that you see prices at 20 cents, 27 cents, and beyond over the coming weeks and over the coming months, man. Let me delete all this real quick and put it back on there. High to low, weekly time frame. I want to put this one on there too, because I think you will respect the hell out of this one. High to low here. Yeah. Oh, nice, yeah. Let me delete this real quick. I'll bring it back in just a second. But anytime you reject the 1272, 1414 area, you normally do find support at the 786, and you did. And now you're finding support in the 886 area. What you need to do is just get above that 1272. You get above there, and you get above 14 cents, and I think that that's going to be very likely. Once you get above 10 cents, that'll solidify it for me. Once you get above 14 cents, nothing's guaranteed. But I would bet with a very high degree of certainty, you would see 23 cents in a very short amount of time, right? 14 cents, you break above there, you're going to go right up to your golden ratio, guys, on a weekly basis. It might take till the end of the month of March, if not sometime in April. But yeah, 23 cents definitely on the docket, which would be new all-time highs. Hey, good job. I don't think you stop there, man. I think you go up to I think this next move promotes a 34 to 40 cent price. You're at 7.6 cents now. That's awesome, XDC. Good job, man. Yeah, that's a 4.5x. That's a 4.4x. Love it. No. I'm sorry. 4.5 to a 5.3x. There we go. That's nice. Nice. Good job. Could you go higher? Absolutely. Absolutely you could. I'm glad you asked. This is XDC network, baby. This is a cryptocurrency. This is being implemented, to my knowledge, through very serious channels with the UK Parliament and other means too. I'm sure there's a lot of bullish things that I'm not aware of with this thing, right? It's not my bread and butter. I don't pay attention to everything that is XDC, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it had a little bit more oomph left in it and it wanted to see something that's around 60 cents or beyond. That might be the maximum of what I would expect. That's already a rather robust move, but it would be something that's a little bit bigger than your last move, and that I could see happening. I could definitely see happening, especially considering they'll be breaking out to new all-time highs. The area that I'd most feel confident about is that you do land somewhere between 34 to 40 cents. At a minimum 23 cents, but that doesn't sound right to me, man. I think you would at least see something that's bigger than that. So if you get above the golden ratio, and you will, in time, whether it's by the end of April or not, you will in time. But I do think that by the end of April, you'll probably be at 34 to 40 cents here. I want to look at the weekly time frame now. Flipped bearish there on the MACD. Yeah, that's okay. Stochastics are getting down toward the oversold zone. You've seen times where you've bounced right off of this, though. Oftentimes, you don't stop until you get into the oversold zone, though. So that's not necessarily an encouraging look. Let's prevent you from going lower. I like the RSI. I like where that is. Closing here or higher would be fine. Let's prevent you from going lower. So to prevent you from going lower, 7.666 cents right now. To prevent you from going lower, what we don't want to see. What would I draw for the fib here? Would I take this high to this low? Or would I take it to this low? I don't know. I don't know if I like either of those fibs. Let's see. Maybe I should just take this low to high here. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. A little bit of respect there at the 1886, right at the 1618. To prevent yourself from going lower, don't get below these lows. Simple. Yeah, don't go below 7.1 cents. If you do, you likely won't stop until you're at prices that are at 6.5 cents or maybe even lower than that. And if you do, likely this bullish momentum you're building now would go away and you would start to move down, not just over the coming days, but over the coming weeks. By the end of March, I still would expect that you're up around these highs, if not by them. But instead of moving up next week, it might be the week after or the week after. It could be like an end of month finale that you're due for instead of over the coming weeks. At any rate, whether it's sooner or later, I definitely do expect that you're going to move higher. But again, I'm not assuming that you move lower. I'm not calling for that at all. It's just the weekly stochastic really is what kind of made me second guess that. But the stochastics can be tricky sometimes. You literally bounced off this area before, and that's what promoted this growth here. So I don't weigh on that too much. But with the MACD, fresh cross could imply more. The RSI is a bit of a saving grace here at the 50, but you would need to hold this area, which is exactly why I'm talking about not going below 7.1 cents, not 1.7, 7.1. Flip it around. And that makes sense, actually. That would make sense a lot because if you do go below this area, you're going to see prices below this weekly close. You don't want to do that. You want to stay above that. You would also see prices below this weekly low close. You don't want to do that. You want to stay above that weekly high close. You want to stay above this weekly low close. It's okay to wick down there, but you don't want to close down there. So hopefully over the next 2 days, you do continue to move up. I think you will. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. I'm going to look at it with just the RSI. Okay. XDC here. 4-hour time frame, right? It looks bullish to me, man. I don't think you stop here. I don't think that calms my nerves a little bit. I don't think you stop here. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But I do think that you are moving up from here. I like the 4-hour RSI. Yes, higher lows coming in here. You are finding resistance at the 60, but you're looking a little bit productive right now. I think that you will move up. Let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Also, good look. Good job. Nice. Okay, cool. Yep. Not worried about it. I think today's going to be bullish. I think that you will close today green. You're probably on your way to prices that are above 8 cents, maybe even above 10 cents over just the coming days, and let alone the coming weeks. And by the end of the month, you'll be much higher. So that's all I got for you. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.